From a K-9 in California that latched onto a fugitive's arm, to a car thief in Georgia who learned the hard way that police dogs can climb fences, to a Brazilian military hound that sniffed a suspect out of a swamp, and even a puppy named CHP that helped Florida police track down 3 carjacking suspects, these are the craziest police K-9 takedowns ever caught on camera. Oh boy. Oh boy, he's a good boy. Yeah, good boy. July 20th, 2018, Seattle, Washington officer Ryan Huden tracked a 16-year-old robbery suspect to a grassy hill in southern Seattle. Huden ordered the teen to stop, but the kid kept running. So he released his K-9 unit, Delta. And nothing stops a suspect faster than a barking German shepherd. Huden shouting, "Here! Here! Here! Take him! Take him!" Dispatch, "Sir, K-92, my partner's got him. We're right here, by the library." Suspect panicking, "I'm sorry. Please, please, lay on your stomach. I'm sorry." "Don't," Huden. "Don't move. Don't move. Wait for it. Wait for it. Good boy. Good boy. You got that bad guy? Good boy." But some say Delta wasn't being a good boy in this clip. According to Seattle PD Chief Carmen Best, the K-9 deployment was not consistent with SPD's use of force policy or the department's values. Despite the suspect stopping and putting his hands up, Officer Huden still ordered Delta to bite. The dog hung on for 30 seconds while Huden handcuffed the teen. Many called it excessive bite force. For context, the teen had previously been seen with other young men kicking an older man while trying to steal his phone. In the end, Chief Best overturned the misconduct filing. As of 2024, Officer Huden has served with SPD for 15 years. He and Delta have been partners since early 2018. Summer 2018, Kent, Washington, Giovanni Deshawn Heron, is about as low as they come. Just days before his girlfriend's high school graduation, 19-year-old Heron took her life. In 2023, he was sentenced to 37 years for that murder and several other crimes. One of those crimes? A jailbreak. In May, Giovanni escaped custody and fled into a nearby warehouse. Police surrounded the building and called for backup. Seattle PD officer Anthony Ducra and his K-9 unit, Jedi, arrived on the scene. Officer Ducra, briefing, "So we got a dude who escaped from jail, about $20,000 worth of warrants, $80,000 in open cases. He's in all black, maybe Adidas jumpsuit. Get the dog ready." Officer, "There was a guy who peeked out one of the bays and ducked back in." Ducra explained the process of air scent tracking to other officers. "If he's air scenting and looking at a wall, it's not 'cause he's dumb. That's just how scent works. If we call him out, he's yours. If he runs, let us take him." The officers entered the warehouse. Officer, calling out, "Seattle Police K-9, if you're in here, make yourself known. You are under arrest. If the dog finds you, you may be bit." Barking echoes, movement through the warehouse. Officer, "Search, search, finally." Officer, "Come out now. Show us your hands. You are under arrest." Giovanni was caught. It's unclear if he was released again or escaped once more, but reports say after the original murder, he stole his girlfriend's car, drained her bank account, bought weed, and was arrested in July. Then, after faking an illness in the hospital, he escaped custody again. After 3 trials and 2 jury convictions, Heron was sentenced to nearly 40 years in prison. Blumenau, Brazil Blumenau, is a small city in the state of Santa Catarina. Fun fact, it was founded by 17 German immigrants in the 1850s and still celebrates German heritage, with the second largest Oktoberfest in the world after Munich. But these military officers needed something stronger than beer after what happened next. 2 armed thieves had just robbed a post office and fled on a motorbike. Police were on their tail. The suspects crashed and ran into dense forest. Enter Brutus, a Brazilian military K-9 unit. Watch how easily Brutus sniffs them out. Sound of underbrush cracking, handlers calling out in Portuguese, "First suspect, found." Now it was time to track the second. Brutus's handler says the dog was only 20 months old at the time, but already one of their best. He wasn't trained to track people underwater, but Brutus was just that good. Both suspects were captured. His handler later said, "We wouldn't have found either of them without Brutus." August 18, 2023, Pierce County, Washington police responded to a stolen vehicle call in University Place, just south of Seattle. 4 teenagers fled the scene, and spike strips disabled their tires. Even on 4 flats, the kids kept going before bailing into the woods. Through the trees, officers spotted them, bright red pants, not exactly forest camo. To get them to comply, one deputy got creative, deputy shouting, "Don't make us release our canine." The threat worked. According to Sergeant Darren Moss, the teens truly believed a dog was coming. One of them later admitted, "Man, soon as I heard that dog, I gave up." All 4 were arrested. Because of their ages, their names and charges remained sealed. February 17, 2024, Los Angeles, California. LAPD was patrolling near San Vicente Boulevard when their license plate reader flagged a stolen vehicle. Behind the wheel, 21-year-old Ian Jimenez. He fled, and the chase didn't last long. Ian took a sharp turn, crashed into another car, and ran off on foot. Officer, radio, "Southbound." TC. He jumped a fence, and that's when it got interesting. Officers believed he entered a nearby home and changed clothes, swapping into a blue long-sleeve shirt to disguise himself. But here's the thing. Blue is one of the few colors that dogs can actually see. The LAPD sent in the dogs. Ian was found, bitten, arrested, and taken to the hospital for treatment. He was later charged with fleeing hit and run, petty theft, driving a stolen vehicle, closing voiceover, from Seattle to Brazil to Los Angeles. These brave canines tracked, chased, sniffed, and leapt into action, risking it all in service of justice. Good boys? Number great boys. Brunton and his accomplice were 2 Florida car thieves who thought they could outrun the law. It was February 24, 2018. The pair had just stolen a Ford Explorer in Pasco County and were actively fleeing from Sheriff's Deputy Nick Carmack. That's when everything took a turn. The stolen SUV crashed into a pole, and both suspects bailed out, fleeing on foot. Carmack went after one, while his loyal K-9 partner Shep chased the other. Body cam footage, voiceover, mimicking chaos. "They just crashed into a pole. Stand by, run, get on the ground, get him, Shep, get him, on your face now." Narrator, VO. The chaotic pursuit echoed through the radio. Carmack detained one suspect. Shep, true to his training, locked onto the other, tracking and apprehending him in a nearby yard. Deputy, radio. "Pasco, I need a unit right now. I released my dog on the driver. I've got the passenger trying to run. He's detained. I can't see my dog. I need someone here now." Narrator, VO. Despite the chaos, Shep was unharmed, and both car thieves were captured. They were charged with grand theft auto and fleeing law enforcement. For Shep, it was just another day at work. He had a knack for catching car thieves. Segment 2, The Constitutionalist Who Met His Match. Narrator, VO. May 13, 2018. Canton, Ohio. Police pulled over Ronald Wagner, a 45-year-old man driving with a fake license plate. What should have been a routine stop quickly spiraled into absurdity. Wagner refused to cooperate, claiming he was a private citizen, traveling, not driving, and therefore not subject to traffic laws. Ronald Wagner, on body cam, "I'm not driving, I'm traveling, I don't have to give you anything. Driving's a commercial term, I'm just moving from point A to point B." Officer, calmly, "Sir, driving is a privilege, not a right. And yes, you are required to provide ID." Narrator, VO. Wagner invoked a muddled interpretation of the Constitution, claiming officers had no lawful reason to stop him, even as he sat in a vehicle with a bogus plate. When he still refused to comply, officers warned him if he didn't cooperate, they would break his window and release the K-9. Officer, stern, "This is your final warning. If you don't act accordingly, you will be bit by this 100-pound Belgian Malinois." Narrator, VO. He didn't listen. Crash, glass shatters, dog barks. Officer, "Get out of the car. Roll over on your stomach, now." Narrator, VO. Wagner was arrested and charged with driving without a license, resisting arrest, and obstructing official business. He eventually pleaded no contest and received a 90-day suspended sentence. Hopefully, he used that time to read the actual Constitution. Segment 3. Caught at the Pump Narrator. VO. October 16, 2022, Atlanta, Georgia. Police spotted a stolen Dodge Durango at a gas station. The timing couldn't have been worse for the suspect, who was boxed in by multiple police vehicles like a swarm of black and blue bees. He bolted, but didn't get far. Footage of suspect sprinting officer, shouting, "Hey, stop! I'm going to send this dog if you don't surrender." Narrator, VO. Fence or no fence, that K9 wasn't letting him escape. The suspect was apprehended moments later. His female passenger claimed not to know him or the car, but personal items of hers found inside the vehicle suggested otherwise. He was likely charged with eluding an officer, theft by receiving, and aggravated assault. Her involvement remained unclear. Segment 4. The Thanksgiving Ham Narrator. VO. September 4, 2018, Pasco County, Florida. Two more criminals boosted a vehicle and led police on a chase. They pulled into a random driveway and fled on foot. Again, Deputy Carmack was on their tail, and so was Shep. The K9 leapt from the patrol unit and tracked one suspect behind a house. Footage, K9, takedown sound, narrator, VO. He latched on like it was Thanksgiving dinner and didn't let go until Carmack gave the command. A second K9 unit located the other suspect later that day. Both were charged with grand theft auto, fleeing law enforcement, and criminal mischief. Police were horrified to discover an infant had been left inside the stolen vehicle, adding child neglect to their growing rap sheet. Segment 5. The Silverado Stakeout Narrator, VO. February 23, 2024, San Diego, California. The owner of a 1995 Chevy Silverado had his truck stolen days earlier, but on the 23rd, he spotted it and started tailing the thief himself while calling 911. Police quickly responded. Helicopter radio chatter. "This is a dead end here, guys. Be ready for foot bail. Driver doors opening." Dashcam shows suspect trying to flee. "Officer, hands up. Put your hands where I can see them." Narrator, VO. The driver, 44-year-old Evan Bayless, had 2 felony warrants. Inside his backpack, police found an extendable baton and a bag of white crystalline substance. In the truck, they found burglary tools used to jumpstart the engine. Evan was arrested and charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, burglary tools, evading police, and possession of controlled substances. His female passenger was also detained but later released. Police determined she likely wasn't involved. Epilogue. Shep's Legacy Narrator, VO. Shep joined the Pasco County Sheriff's Office in August of 2015. Over the years, he was featured on Live PD and became a fan favorite. He retired in August of 2023 with one final title, Best Boy. Outro music, Call to Action, Narrator, VO. If you enjoyed the story and want to see more Canine Justice in action, click the link on screen now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next wild pursuit. Thanks for watching.